Hello, Jeff, and of course, everyone else listening to us today. It's always a great pleasure to talk about angling on Bayside Radio. I have indeed, and even though it's been up to -6 Celsius, I've still been out every day and I've caught as well. And I've had a departure from the roach fishing over the last week, especially when the ponds were frozen and frozen solid as well. So you couldn't even crack the ice to get a bait into the water. But I've been targeting 3-spined sticklebacks on a small brook, and I've been doing very well indeed. Yes, all caught on rod and line, but of course you find down. So everything's very, very different. So I've got a small rod, a very, very small rod, and a very, very small reel. But apart from that, the same principles are in operation, whereby you flicking a bait out, you've got a maggot on the end in my case, and you're catching a fish fair and square. And I think there's a great deal of satisfaction, as I've so often said, in catching something by design. In this case, they are the only species in that particular brook. It's very close to the source and it's not deep enough yet for roach or perch to start to colonize. In fact, they won't come in on that particular brook until it flows into another one and then into a river, because it really is tiny. But I've always had a fascination for that sort of venue, and there's been some nice fish I've been getting on the bank as well, Jeff. It's nice to talk about it, but you can't beat doing it, can you? In the words of Bob Dylan, it's been a slow train coming. However, I've just got off the mark. Hello, Tim Bryant. Thank you for the comment in the guest book. I'm glad you're enjoying the mini species adventures and also enjoying retirement as well. It's great, isn't it? For anyone who thinks stickleback fishing is easy, you just need to cast out. Well, not today. It isn't. Just the second one of the session so far. It's a good one, and I think I'm going to weigh this. It's definitely a 2-grammer. The scales are on, the fish is laid down, and it's 3 grams. Fantastic. In the words of Cliff Richard, travelling light. A bag there with just minimal amount of stuff inside. There's the bait, there's the scales, and there's the tub that they go into. And I'll open that just now to show you inside. There's the cover and spare batteries. Always need those. And last but certainly not least, the rod and reel. I'll be surprised if this one's a 3, but it's certainly a good 2. 2.4. I would say as well, be careful with slippery banks, otherwise you might fall in. At least I know how deep it is. Now to get out. Lots of squelching going on. Here I am. I'm at home now, just pulled up on the drive. Let's see if my wife can guess what happened to me. I would say there's a 99.9% chance, no, actually 100% that she'll know that I fell in the brook. Let's see. Here she comes. Debbie, you've got to have a guess now. Something happened to me while I was fishing. What do you think it is?
I'd say you fell in, because that's happened before.
I did indeed.
I might have guessed.
I was just saying when I was on the drive, there was a 99.9% chance you'd know what it was, and then as soon as I said it, I changed it to 100%.
Well, your face isn't muddy, so I guess that's the other thing. You usually end up covered in mud. But
Well, it's a great thaw now, so of course there will
It's
be
not
lots of
muddy,
mud.
is it?
The
No.
banks are slippery,
yeah, and you fell in.
and I went in. Fortunately, it's just the brook.
So it's not too deep.
Now I got some nice footage as well.
It'll be worth a watch.
I must say though, Deb, I went in first of all, and my phone was on the bank, and I thought, oh, this is too good an opportunity to miss. So I got out, got the phone, and went back in and filmed me.
That's about right. At least your phone didn't get wet this time.
So Deb, what are we going to do now? Let's watch some films, shall we?
Yeah, get warm by the fire, watch some films.
Well, we've got a Doris Day one to watch actually.
Okay.
And talking of movies, while I am talking on the screen, will be some of the recent ones I've watched. I wonder if you can guess what they are. We like the old films, don't we?
We do.
And I need to just dry out first.
Yeah, good idea.
Only from the knees down.
Yeah.
It was a brook. I was actually going on the River Severn.
Good job you didn't fall in there.
On the River Severn.
That would have been a bit...
I'd have been fishing at the River Severn at Bridge North,
Yeah.
and then they would have found me at Tewkesbury or somewhere.
Yes, I'm sure that's how you'll go one day.
But you haven't asked me if I caught anything.
I haven't, no, did you?
Do you think I
Other
did?
than a cold.
Do you think I did?
Yeah.
And let's see how observant you are about my fishing adventures. I've been on a brook. What have I been fishing for?
Sticklebacks.
There's no hiding anything from you, is there?
No.
Anyway, let's get changed. I think I might have a shower actually.
Good idea.
Have a shower, get changed, and
Yeah.
Doris Day.
Okay.
Let's go.